All right, welcome in. Let's get started here. We're going to remove the top 20 wide receivers. Here they are ranked, so hey, obviously we don't want those in there. We're going to all the way to 20, get them out, and we're going to rank everyone after that. So here we go. We'll get started, and let's rank the non-top 20. All right, we got those Glory Hog top 20 out of there now. We're going to go down to the non-top 20. We're going to rank those and see who might be a deep wide receiver here. How about Jameson Williams, right? They got him ranked 36 for next week. He's 29th wide receiver in scoring right now. Hey, he's got off to, hit or miss, right? So far, second week was a great week. Third and first, not so good. I mean, is it all the even ones? Well, the running game with that facing Cleveland here has the number 2 tough schedule for them. I mean, they're going to run on Detroit or Cleveland, but hey, that sets up good for the wide receivers. He's coming off only 3 targets last week. I think they try to get him going. Hey, Jameson Williams here, he's currently the 36th ranked. I think that's kind of a bargain. I think he'll have a good week, right? How about Lad McConkey? He's been down. They got him ranked 23rd. Hey, he's 58th right now in scoring. Well, they'd like to get him going too with all the teammates, right? All of his teammates been scoring. Keenan Allen, Johnston. Well, what a good time to do it. You got an easy schedule at the Giants. Now, will they get up too much that they don't need to pass? But I still think that of the 3, I think they're going to try to get him going, right? Easy, nice game for him. I like him. They've got him ranked 23rd. So, yeah, he'd be coming up next. How about Keenan Allen and some DJ Moore? Well, Keenan Allen, same reason Lad McConkey. Hey, he's been scoring great. Look at that. He's the number 7 wide receiver in scoring. They've got him ranked 25th. Hey, you can see 28th, easy schedule for him too. Quentin Johnston here, I got down here just a little lower. Hey, him, which one's it going to be? He had 10 and 11 touches last week, these both, and McConkey's 7. So I don't know. I think they get McConkey off. I'd play him of the 3, but hey, they're all going to be ranked good because he spreads the ball around Herbert, right? And they've got an easy one. But hey, if they get too far ahead, it might be more running. But that's where you got to put them there. That's where I like them. Here's 2 more sleepers. How about, well, not sleepers, 24th ranked, but hey, how about DJ Moore? It's time to get him going, right? They've got him ranked 32. He's the 38th in scoring. Well, how about a nice, easy game against Vegas to get him up and going, right? He's been there, been getting targets. He's got 21 on the year. That's 7 a game, 8 last week. So, hey, I like him here. Easy matchup. Roman Dunze's been getting all the numbers and press. He's in the top rankings this week. But, hey, DJ Moore, let's not forget about him. Hey, he got him ranked 32nd. I got him a little higher than that, I guess. How about Romeo Doubs? He's ranked 44th. He's a 50. Why would you be taking him? Well, he's about the only game left in town, right? I mean, Romeo Doubs, I got him ranked as the number 1 there. The last week didn't do so good, but the 2 weeks before he's showing up. He's got 11 targets. Of course, Jaden Reed out. Wicks is going to be number 2 here. How about Golden? Maybe they're going to try to get him going. But anyway, you can see here they've got one of the easiest schedules at Dallas. Maybe Dallas could score some. This would be a good game for Romeo, I think. He's the number 1 guy in town right now. So, and same with DJ Moore. DJ Moore's number 2, but hey, that shows up that it's a pretty easy game against Vegas. They're both on the road. Maybe they'll get some action, is what we're hoping. All right. So, we talked about Johnston. Here's a couple more down the list here. George Pickens, 9 targets last week. That consensus has got him 24th. Tough matchup against Green Bay at home, though. And hey, he got to come on, right? CD out. CD out's going to be out for quite a while. He's doubtful. So, hey, if CD's out, George Pickens is going to be picking up the scraps, right? Look for Turpin also there to help out some too. How about Brian Thomas Jr.? Boy, he's ranked 21st, finishing 49th. They got to get him going, but this is going to be a tough matchup at San Francisco this week. That's why he's down in the rankings. So, hey, hopefully he can get going, but Travis Hunter hasn't been doing a whole bunch there. that does have Diami Brown flagged as questionable with a shoulder. That might give a little bit more action to Thomas. But, boy, Jacksonville, just see how they get going. And we'll move on to Pittman and Coleman I have next. Well, Pittman here, he's currently ranked 26 by the consensus ranking. He's the 12th wide receiver in scoring. He's been doing pretty good here. Hit or miss. Daniel Jones, that offense for Indy's been going under Daniel Jones. And you see here that he's got an easy schedule, kind of, at the Rams. I mean, that sounds tough, but they're going to be behind. I think the Rams probably take them. And, hey, maybe they'll be passing a lot there. You got Josh Downs, too. But right now, Pittman, I'd have him ranked next. So, and then how about Keenan Coleman? That's kind of crowded there in Buffalo, right? Right now, he's the 35th in wide receiver. They're getting some targets. He got 4 targets last week, 16 on the year. So, a bad down week. But, hey, I'm looking for him to rebound. Here, it's an easy game against New Orleans. Now, the problem is if they get up too much on New Orleans too early, boy, that might take the receivers out of the game and be all running and just running out the clock early in the second quarter. See how much New Orleans puts up against them. Right. Now, I have Jennings here. He, currently, they got him down as questionable, did not practice. But if he can get in the game, I mean, I went ahead and ranked him here because here's where I'd about put him. They've got a nice, easy schedule against Jacksonville. And Pearsall might get more attention. That lit up like a Christmas tree here on the injuries. They even got Pearsall here. But, hey, I think they're all going to – if Jennings plays, get him on the list here. All right, the consensus don't have him ranked because of the injury, but I don't know. I think he might play. Maybe just giving him some time off. How about Wandale? He seems to be always here, right? He's right now the 21st wide receiver in scoring. They've got him ranked 42nd. Kind of a tough game. And you got the rookie quarterback coming in, right? Jackson Dart. We'll see how he does. It's going to be his turn. And, of course, Malik Neighbors just, hey, they got him ranked into the top. But, hey, he's, good week 2, but he struggled, right? Well, we'll see how the new rookie brings in, see, gets them all going. But, hey, let's not forget about Wandale, right? He gets a lot of touches. He's always around the ball. So, how about Matthew Golden and Trey Tucker? Yeah, Matthew Golden, well, we're just waiting, right? They got him 35th, and he's the 87th in scoring. Right, he has, a little bit more last week, but it comes back down to, yes, Romeo Doubs is number 1 there. But, hey, he isn't a strong number 1. And this is an easy matchup against Dallas. So you'll be tempted to get Matthew Golden in there because of the nice, easy matchup. But, hey, they want to get him going, right? And Josh Jacobs is hurting up a little bit. Maybe they were maybe some passing there. And Golden would get some. And, of course, I got Romeo Doubs higher on the list. So let's look out for them. If that run game is slowed down a little bit and Dallas puts up a fight, Golden and Doubs, they're going to be needed. Maybe even Wicks gets in there. How about Trey Tucker? He was the darling last week. They got him ranked 34th. He's the number 3 in receiver. So, hey, other than week 2, he's had some good weeks there. And I thought that it might be this Thornton. Remember early on they said, hey, they were going to share that number 1, and eventually they might go to this. But right now, Trey Tucker's the guy, right? And it was impressive 4 touchdowns. But you can't expect that every week. And they got a nice easy schedule against Chicago at home. Chicago can put up some points. So, hey, Trey Tucker's going to score. Hey, don't expect to get what you've been getting last week. But, hey, that's pretty good. He's in there. And they've got Jacoby Myers up there in the top 20, right? You got him ranked 17th. So Trey Tucker would be second there, and they might have to pass against the Bears. So that's a pretty good one there. Trey Tucker. How about Metcalf and Amenor? We're getting down here. I got him ranked. This would be about the 30th here or so. But hey, Metcalf, he's the game in town, but they got a tough home game against Minnesota, right? Consensus don't like it. His scoring's 26th. They got him ranked 28th. Tough matchup, and we'll just see how that goes. He's been scoring pretty, getting the touches, 16, 4 last game, 5 for Amenor, Eric Amenor here. He's the 32nd in scoring. It kind of seems like he's taken over Calvin Ridley. Calvin Ridley said, "Oh, he's going to get going this week." Well, we're waiting. But this is going to be a top, kind of a top. I mean, hey, it says that the schedule's 19th for them at Houston. But, hey, they're going to be behind. They're going to be passing. I mean, does Houston get off the sign, get their offense going? Or is this just turn into a boring game? But anyway, Amenor seems to be the number one. And they got him ranked 40th. He's 32nd in scoring. I mean, hey, I picked him up in the waiver wire this last week. We'll see how it turns out. How about Jalen Waddle, right? He's currently the 25th. Now, they got an easy game home against the Jets, right? So, Tyreek Hill, does he get caught up with sauce? And it's going to be, but Waddle's, hey, they do have him a little bit hurt, questionable with the shoulder, limited on Thursday. But if he ends up all system go, you know, hey, they've already got Tyreek Hill ranked 11th, you know, even though he's not been scoring as great. Hey, but hey, Miami's got to get off. This will be a nice, easy home game. Look for them to rebound here and try to get these guys going. All right. How about Sterling Shepard here? Yeah, he's got 14 targets on the year. He had a good last game, right? So, hey, you know, injuries galore there. Mike Evans out, Jalen McMahon. It's a little early on him. So, Sterling Shepard here. So, hey, keep an eye out on him. Middle of the road schedule, but they're going to need to pass, and he's the only game they got left. So, you might be getting him awful cheap, I'm sure, wherever you. How about Devonta Smith? Right now, I got him down here a little bit. He's 46th in scoring right now. Tough matchup at Tampa Bay. That 10th schedule there, you see that. I don't know. That's going to be a very interesting game. We got A.J. Brown coming off that hot week. They got him ranked up to number 10. Well, maybe it's Devontae's turn here, although he did got a touchdown last week too. So that's a tough matchup against Tampa. And maybe that'd be a defensive battle, right? Tampa wanting to slow it down with Evans out, maybe. So, and Cedric Tillman, you know, hey, is he the number one there? He's ranked 34th right now. You look at that thing, Jerry Judy is the 67th wide receiver. So, Cedric Tillman at least been scoring a bad week last week. But anyway, they got a number 22 schedule against Detroit. That's some other teams passing. I think Detroit really comes at them. But hey, you know, they're Cleveland's going to be behind. They're going to try to pass to catch up. Junk time might be some junk time for Cedric Tillman here. More than that 3 targets he got last week. So anyway, Cedric Tillman comes in next. Then you got 2 Kansas City guys here. You just don't know. Right? Thornton. I mean, hey, yeah, he's currently 18th in scoring. Right? They're home against Baltimore. They're going to be passing it around a bit. Well, maybe it's Hollywood's time. You know, you never know which one. And, of course, Worthy, he's still out. So, hey, which one of these? Pick your poison. Which one's it going to be? And, you know, and Kansas City, yeah. So, hey, got to put them on here. I don't know which one it's going to be. I mean, obviously, Thornton, he had 9 touches last week to 6. But, hey, you see how Baltimore plays them. That could be different. Can you imagine T. Higgins way down here? They've got him ranked 31st. I probably got him a little lower. T. Higgins, I mean, obviously, as Jake Browning struggles, T. Higgins struggles. T. Higgins is the 57th right now. He's got 13 targets. Hey, we'll see how this comes out, but that's a tough matchup at Denver. Now, maybe, you know, they put the number 1 or that cornerback on Jamar Chase, and that opens up more for T. Higgins, but you just wonder how much time that, you know, that Browning's going to have there and at Denver. Ooh, that just don't sound like a good one there. How about Chris Olave? Maybe it's time for him to get going. Right? 165 yards. He's at Buffalo, but they're going to be behind and needing to pass. It's the middle of the road. Hey, you know, he's been showing up here. You get a little touchdown here. 33 targets. I mean, that's 11 targets a game he's averaging. Right? So, hey, eventually he's going to hit some pay dirt, you'd think. 14 targets last week, Chris Olave. So, hey, you know, at Buffalo, tough match, you know, middle of the road, actually get him in there. I mean, Chris Olave, hey, I think that's you just never know. And, I mean, getting the targets, eventually that's going to help. So, how about Josh Downs? Well, we talked about them with, they're at the Rams. So that's going to be a tough matchup. But with Pierce out, if Pierce is out, right, that lights it up for Pittman and Downs, right? A little bit more. I mean, hey, we got him down here pretty low, so it ain't like we're setting the world on fire. Hunter Renfro, apparently I don't have his picture, but hey, he had the big week a few weeks, fell apart last week, did nothing. So at a tough road game at New England, although it's flashing, it's a good one. You know, that Coker is going to be coming back, Hunter Renfro, if they're going to get some action out of him. It'd be coming up soon. Here, better get it now because the Coker's coming back. How about Troy Franklin? All right, Troy Franklin. He's the 37th in scoring. You know, he caught some long ones in week 2, but then nothing else throughout the week. It's hard to trust him, right? So, hey, and then, of course, they're home against Cincinnati. Well, how much scoring are they getting? Deep shots are they going to be needing to take against Cincinnati? I mean, if it was Joe Burrow, hey, they'd be needing to score all kinds of points. But how about Jerry Judy? Jerry Judy just MIA, right? He had 5 targets last week. You know, Tilman's been doing better. Tilman's maybe hurt a little bit. Maybe Jerry Judy gets off. I know it's crazy to have him ranked down here, but he just hasn't been doing it. All right, so hey, good luck to Jerry Judy, and maybe they get that new quarterback in there and get things settled down. I mean, nothing against Joe Flacco. He's solid, but how about Christian Kirk? You know, hey, 98th. He just finally got back from that injury. Didn't show much. Maybe they try to get him more involved at Tennessee at home. So, yeah, that might be something to look for. Let's get Christian Kirk, get the whole offense going at Tennessee at home because they've been terrible, the offense. All right? They got Nico Collins ranked up there. You can see, wow, they got him ranked 3rd this week. And, hey, he's been scoring. He is the guy. I guess maybe at that home easy game against Tennessee, but, hey, maybe they try to get Kirk up and going. All right, Christian Kirk. So, how about a Turpin here? Right? How about this Turpin, hey, with CD out? Pickens, yes, but Turpin, hey, I know he's more of a special team punt return and kick return guy, but hey, you know, look at those points. They've been trying to get him the ball. Look at that 5 rushing attempts. Now, he hadn't done much with it, but hey, if he takes one of those, trying to get him involved, and they're going to be needing points there against Green Bay. It's a tough schedule, though. So, so the other receivers might struggle against that more. They might try to work him on the runs, the runarounds, and try to get him the ball, just getting him the ball. So Turpin might come on a little bit after with CD out. How about Shahed? Right, he's the 47th in scoring right now. Hey, he's chosen 18 targets. That's 6 a week. He's getting action, right? So, but way down here at Buffalo. Boy, and rookie or bad quarterbacking on the road. I don't know. Shakir here. Well, he's down. He's currently 50th. And, you know, he's been popping up every now and then. But how much passing are they going to have to do at home against New Orleans? I know it's an easy schedule. But I think Buffalo's going to win that game pretty easy. And maybe they'll get Ray Davis going, right? You know, I mean, sure, James Cook's going to get some. But why don't we just run out and get Ray Davis going on the board, get that going instead of passing the ball around, take this easy week off at home against New Orleans. So I don't know about passing too much for Buffalo this week. Maybe a little, you know, how about Malik Washington? All right, Malik, they've been force-feeding him the ball a little bit. I mean, we're super deep here, guys. Right? But, hey, he got 16 touches on the line. They seem to be getting involved. And, hey, it's an easy home game against the Jets. Maybe they try to get Malik Washington even going even more, right? I mean, hey, yes, they've got Hill. And if Waddle is out, I mean, he is flashing. I had him ranked early. But if somehow he's out, hey, if you guys put flyers out there, Malik Washington would be the name to know if that Waddle's out. Boy, they've been, you know, hey. So we'll go on to Calvin Austin. Hey, you know, we'll see how he goes this week. They got him ranked 28th. Or no, they don't have him ranked. Sorry. He's 28th in scoring. You know, hey, I don't know. Is he hurt? No, not hurt. Just tough matchup. Look at that. Minnesota, number 1. I mean, that's going to be tough. So that's why he's ranked so low. Oof, we're getting down here to where there ain't much left. And how about Calvin Ridley? Oof, how about not? Right? Calvin Ridley, 73rd wide receiver. I even put Amenor ahead of him. You know, that's going to be a tough hey, at Houston, I don't know. Calvin really seems like his time's over. Luke McCaffrey, now he might, hey, what did we talk about Terry McLaurin here? Network says he does not need to undergo surgery. But anyway, we talked about if you don't take holdouts. Terry McLaurin held out. Now he's injured and has problems. So, like we said, you never take holdouts when you're drafting. How about Deebo Samuel? He's been getting some of that. He got him ranked this week, but maybe Luke McCaffrey here gets some scraps. They finally got him going. He's been MIA forever. Well, with Noah Brown out too, So McCaffrey down there. How about Bateman? Up next. Hey, Bateman, he showed up. There's just so many there. Yeah, Bateman finally got something. But, it's been deep. Hopkins getting some before that. And then this Walker getting 1 week. And it just hit or miss. He's been passing it around to everybody there. All right, we're down here to the end. We're going to finish up here with two of these New Englands. They got 3 targets each last week. They're throwing to the tight end and running backs, not the wide receivers there, although Boutte showed up early. And, Diggs here just, oof. So, you probably want to lay off until they start throwing to the wide receiver there, I guess. They are a tough game, too, at Carolina. Ugh. Just bad matchups there. How about I got Mooney way down here? Of course, these are unranked players, but hey, good, easy game against Washington, maybe? They're going to be trying to get them up and going. That might be a play as Mooney way down here. And, of course, they're Wicks and Thornton. Wicks, hey, I guess he's number 2, 3 with Golden, with Jaden Reed out. See if they get up going. But, hey, that's a nice, easy. They're going to need points. Wicks might flash. And the last one I got on this is Thornton. Hey, Trey Tucker's been stealing his lunch money, right? So it's been all Trey Tucker so far. So, all right, that's a look at some of these wide receivers after the thing. Obviously, J-Mo. Even though they've got him ranked 36, I like him. McConkey, look for these guys to get off and get going. And DJ Moore, right? Hey, a nice, easy matchup. Roma Dunze's everything. Well, let's look for DJ Moore to get. Hey, they might want to pump him up. I heard him about a trade, too. They might get ready trading him. All right, let's take a look at this.